Hi, thank you for using my court coach. I'm Susan, and I'll be your instructor as we talk about using California Form FL 311, which is the attachment to Family Form 300 Request for Orders. Form 311 is used to set forth the parenting and visitation orders you will be requesting. Let's look for a moment at Form 300, which is the request for order. If you go down the form, number 2 is child custody and visitation or parenting time. After you fill in 2A information, B asks for the orders you are requesting regarding custody and visitation, and one of those is Form FL 311. Let's turn to that form now. 2, this is the attachment to your petition, your response, but more likely to your request for order. That's the Form 300. On this form, number 1 is custody of the children. For each child, you will put in that child's name, date of birth, who will be getting legal custody, which can be to you, to the other party, or to you both jointly, and to whom you're requesting physical custody, which again can be you, the other party, or jointly. Number 2 is what you will fill out in your request for visitation or parenting time. A is a general request for the reasonable right of parenting time. B is if you need more space to put down what you are requesting, it is an attachment to this form. Sometimes there will be cases where no parenting time is requested. And in that case, you will check off D, and you will probably want to put an attachment setting forth the reasons why are you asking that the other parent have no parenting time. E is the parenting time you are requesting. Now, if you are the petitioner and want primary custody, you will check off respondent. If you are the respondent and are requesting the other party, the petitioner, only have parenting time, you will check off this first box. This gives you the options of putting in a schedule for weekends, alternate weekends, and weekdays. If you want something more specific than the form allows, you will check off number 1 and attach another piece of paper putting forth the exact schedule you are requesting. Number 3, if for some reason the other parent is not able to take sufficient care of the child for whatever reason, you may want to request supervised visits. You would check off number 3, but you must attach a declaration putting down your reasons why unsupervised visitation would be bad for your children. Usually these reasons are related to domestic violence, abuse of a child, or even domestic violence against you, the other parent that the child has witnessed. It can include verbal abuse of you or of the children as well. Must check off B. Whoever is going to supervise must meet the requirements under the family code. So I advise you review that carefully. If it's a personal friend or family, you put that person's name on a other piece of paper, and you are going to want to give the person you're asking to supervise the Declaration of Supervised Visitation Provider Form FL 324. You will take that form and file it with the court as well. C is you're requesting that the other party has supervised visitation time, and D is the name of the person or persons you wish to do the supervision. You must tell the court whether the person is a professional supervisor, which is someone who works for an agency providing these services, or it can be a family member or friend. You must also include the supervisor's telephone number. E is if you request the supervision be paid by you, by the other party, or in some shared form, you put the information under this section. 4 is interesting, and I think it's important that you think about this carefully. Who is going to transport the children to and from a visit? If you are the custodial parent, you may want to take the children to the other parent. In that case, under B, you would put your own name down. However, if you want the other party to pick up the child from your home or other designated place, you will put that party's name down. C is the same in reverse. Who will pick up the child from the visit? D, where the exchange will take place. Some people would prefer not to have the exchange at their home, perhaps because the parties aren't getting along very well, they tend to fight, or there's been some domestic violence involved. In that case, you can request a particular point to exchange the child. It's usually a public place. It can be something as simple as a McDonald's or other restaurant. It can be in front of a police station. It's just that you must put the name of the place and the address of it. The exchange at the end of the visit can be the same, or it can be another place. If you are comfortable with going to the other parent's home or that parent coming to your home, it can be your residence. If there is a problem with you and the other party getting along, then check off 4F, asking the children wait in the car, and the other party will wait in his car or home, and the children will get out of the car, go to the other party's car, or will go into the other party's home. In that way, you and the other party do not have to have any physical contact with each other. If you have a different preference, G should be checked off, and it has some room for you to put in exactly where you would like the exchanges to occur and how they should occur. If this is not sufficient space for you, you may attach a piece of paper and type or write down what it is you are requesting and title it Attachment 4G. 5 is referring to travel with the children by the other parent. If you have any issues with the other parent taking the child, or are worried they will abduct the child, you must check this off and say travel with either the petitioner or respondent, must have written permission or a court order to take the children out of the state of California, out of the county, and even out of the city or any other place. If you are concerned the other parent will abduct the children, you must check off box 6 and fill out and attach form FL312. Most children, when they're in school, will have a vacation and holiday schedule. Even if they're not in school, there will be various holidays wherein you should be sharing the child with the other parent. This gives you the opportunity to put down the schedule you would like to see ordered. For that, you will fill out form FL341C. If there are other custody provisions you are concerned with, you will check number 8 and you will either fill out Form FL341D or you will make an attachment, number 8, and put down what it is you are requesting and the reasons for it. If you are requesting or agree to joint legal custody, you will fill out Form FL341. Number 10 gives you the opportunity to ask the court for any other orders related to custody and visitation. If this space is not sufficient, you may again attach another piece of paper, and the heading would be Attachment 10. I hope this tutorial helped you with regard to Form FL311. Good luck.